And we are back now with definitely the last game of the day. Nemiga versus Team Sexy here at the DPC Eastern European Division 2 are going to be facing off in game number 3. We've had so many 3-game series here in the past 2 days. It's actually super fun. The Eastern European DPC Division 2 has started off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-0 series, and now we've had 5 in a row that are going to be 2-1. So that's quite fun. I'm Harry Frick. I'm bringing you the action today, and probably for some couple of future days as well, as Rob is resting a little bit. And we're going to get ourselves straight into the draft here. The teams don't want to be messing around. Yeah, Nemiga do ban out the Monkey King, understandably so. That hero has to get out because it has really been a big issue in the previous game here for Nemiga.
Dire team ban.
Team Sexy, they get rid of the Enchantress. It was a problem for them in game number 1. We all know that Nemiga can utilize the hero quite well on both of their supports.
10 seconds.
It was so bad that plays it, and he usually is the one, but Hellscream can take that hero as well if need be. But anyways, Team Sexy, they have the first pick. Actually, Nemiga have the last pick and the Dire side, though a Radiant side has been better so far here in Division 2. Just want to check that one, but I think I'm right. Yeah, Radiant side has 65% win rate. It just goes to show that Dota in different levels is just played in a completely different way.
5 seconds remaining.
Disruptor did come out. So far in this series, the Disruptor has only won. The other game he was taking out the Rubik, Nature's Prophet maybe, Centaur, Magnus. What's it gonna be? What's the other one? Maybe they go for the Primal Beast again. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Malrine seems to be a big fan of it, and he usually does take one hero and just spams the living crap out of it.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
But they'll go for the Pango. Okay, so it is going to be a Malrine hero early on, but it is going to be a Pango this time around. Hasn't been allowed to play this one in the series so far. Finally, we're going to see it come out of the... When he was doing the best with the Tusk and the Timber, remaining. The Pango was the third pick he would go for, and he was never like as good as with the other two, but he was still quite decent on the hero. So Team Sexy,
Radiant team
what's gonna be the response? Oh, let's go! The Huskar is coming out. This is the hero with which they won their first series versus Cybercats, if I'm not mistaken, twice in a row. They did smack him down with the Huskar, and well, this Malrine Pango isn't gonna be having the nicest of times. This might be a second game in a row that Moonlight is just bullying him so much.
5 seconds.
So good luck, Nemiga. Good luck here, and because A does get banned out, there's not too many heroes that are going to be dealing well with the Huskar. I'm guessing something like Hoodwink might be on the menu to be able to burst him down. It's tough. It's really tough. I like this pick. I really like it. Of course, it's not out of question. You can get some Abaddon, maybe Radiance, you know, that can deal with the armlet toggles. We'll see. We'll see what Nemiga actually decides to go for. But this is a
Radiant team ban. Dire team.
This is a pretty solid pick. Viper, another one that the Huskar is afraid of. It makes it so easy now for Team Sexy to ban because Moonlight probably knows in and out which heroes he doesn't want to be playing against.
Unlucky, I guess.
Yeah, oh my god, unlucky, I guess. Not unlucky. Just we're not prepared. Nemiga might want to take a Jakiro. Jumping inside of the macro park could be problematic for you as a Huskar. It is a viable option. Ex-Hellraisers, when they play the Rubik, when they pick it up in the first phase, they immediately get a Jakiro after it, and they were at the top of the Eastern European Division 1 now in the league that is being played at this moment. They're not doing so hot, but they also won a third-party tournament just 3 days ago, so You know, you can't win them
Dire
all.
team ban.
The Seeker will get removed as well. That's another hero Huskar doesn't like playing against. The reason is because you're always low on the map, which means the Seeker is always a race car. And that allows him to farm faster and also come into the fights a little bit more if need be. Plus, if you are ruptured, or if he ruptures you
10
during the
seconds
jump,
remaining.
imagine you're a Huskar, you're like a life break, and you get ruptured
5
and
seconds remaining.
you just bleed out. The rupture is pure damage, so your magic resistance isn't really gonna assist you in any way there. Nemiga, they ban out the Ursa, they ban out the Visage. What's gonna be next? They are
Dire
taking their
team
time here.
Radiant team pick.
It is gonna be the Lycan that gets taken out, and immediately they go into the Clockwork. Okay. That's probably going to be their position 5. I'm guessing you're looking towards a Drow, which can be a problem for a Huskar when you're dishing out that much damage from behind, and it's physical damage. Actually can be quite nice, but Huskar does build into some armor items, so we'll see if that is the option that they're gunning
5
for.
seconds remaining.
They might decide maybe to put the Pango in the safe lane, pick up something like Sniper in the mid lane or something along those lines. I know that Vazia can also play a Pango, but they have been playing it on Malrine more. Overall, let me see if he has played it. Nemiga have played an Axe. Of course, they lost because that hero doesn't work. No, they played it on Malrine. And they played it on Malrine here as well. So yeah, it has only been him utilizing the Pango, it seems like. Malrine's name now in pubs is Mode Quinn. And Quinn really has been crushing it from the mid lane, so it does make sense. Team Sexy, they see the Clockwork. They might want to get some Vision Hero of their own. They played the Ricky in the game number 1. I really wouldn't want to see that hero, to be honest. Yeah, not much in terms of Vision is left in. Interesting that the Nature's Prophet has been untouched so far in this draft. Whereas it's always something popular, something that teams do want to get, maybe even in as the first pick. It's not out of the question either. These 2 picks very important. This is usually where the draft breaks up to one or the other team's favor, or stays even. This is the most important part of the draft.
Radiant team
To be honest.
pick.
Drow Ranger.
So they get the Drow. They're not gonna allow that to go towards the enemy team. You should probably pick something that jumps into the backlines, because this is a solid sniper game for Nemiga now. Maybe a Centaur, just for all of
10
you.
seconds remaining.
Also be a solid deny pick, because a Rubik Centaur is a lane not to be
5
underestimated.
seconds remaining.
So what's it gonna be? Some jump, some mobility, because Huskar, he is somewhat of a jump hero, but until he gets higher levels, not so easy. So they're gonna go for the Undying. I have to say, I have a big problem with the lack of lockdown on Team Sexy. How are you ever gonna kill the Pango, let's say, until the Huskar gets his Aghanim Scepter? How do you stop him? How do you stop him from going for a roll? Sure,
10
you have the
seconds
silence, but that's
remaining.
about it. And going up against the Clockwork, he's going to be the one choosing it. Of course, this
5
Team Sexy
seconds
lineup, the way that it
remaining.
should work is that they get super strong out of the lanes, which they could win. Undying Drow pretty much wins against anyone. The Huskar should win against the Pango. And then you just stay behind the Huskar. He takes the Aegis, kills you. There's the Sniper, does come out. I'm guessing you could send him into the mid lane and the Pango to the off lane. Then you just pick a carry for violence, something that's going to be able to fight early on, so that you can complement the Sniper. Could be a safe lane Sniper as well. Very hard for Team Sexy to ban right now, I have to say.
5 seconds remaining.
For Nemiga, it's going to be rather easy. I guess Centaur. You get rid of that. And what else is there that the Sniper does not like? Hmm.
Dire team ban.
Can't think of anything. I guess they could go for that Visage if this is the type of lineup they want to play. Just no lockdown. Just
Radiant
get your
team
items, get
ban.
the auras, go together. Dragonite is a good one. Good one for sure. You don't have a lot of magic damage on Nemiga. This is the problem for Nemiga. They don't have damage. They really need a damage dealing hero now. Though the sniper, if it is a mid lane sniper, he's actually going to be
10
quite
seconds
strong in terms of
remaining.
damage. You get the Mask of Bandits early on, maxed out headshot and
team
take aim,
ban.
and you just shot everyone, shoot everyone. Nemiga. I think the Centaur is the best
remaining.
one. Haven't seen Sexy play it.
5 seconds Radiant remaining. Team pick.
They played only the Beast and the Visage. So given that the Visage is left, I'm guessing you picked that one for Nefrit. Unless they banned out the Centaur. Okay. Yeah, you get the Visage, you focus on the... No, you did go for a Tide. Okay, either way, that's an Aura hero. That's quite nice. Now, you might want to lane the Sniper against the Tide because you're going to do quite well there. The Clockwork Sniper will do well against him. If that's what you want to do. But then your Pango will suffer. In the offlane, he was not going to do much better either. But you don't want to allow the Husker to just have free reign of the lane. Something that the Husker can sometimes do just with posturing aggressively is deny every single creep. And you can't even get close against the Sniper. It's not really an option. I mean, you could go for a Slark here. I wouldn't hate it, to be honest. You just get a Slark. You crush the Tide. The only thing you're scared of is the Static Storm. You're a very good hero versus the Drow. There's absolutely no lockdown, literally. The Ravage can easily Dark Pact off. I mean, if that's something that they want, they could go for it. If they do, though, I'm still afraid for the damage output. They will take it. I have to say I like Nemiga's lineup more. If Team Sexy gets strong enough, fast enough, like 20 minutes in, they're just going to be running over you. But I think Nemiga, they are well prepared to do well in the lanes, especially mid lane and the safe lane. And if that does happen, then this timing of Team Sexy is going to be delayed, allowing Nemiga to hit their timings. Violent is a big Slark player. Malrine should be doing well in the mid lane. I'm not sure how good he is on the Sniper, but the guy almost never disappoints. So I'm definitely leaning Nemiga here. I think they're winning 2 out of 3 lanes. The third one, Vazia, is a Pango, so if he gets levels, he's happy. And that's about it. You know, I thinking Nemiga are gonna be the ones staying on position 1 here at Eastern European DPC Division 2 after week 1. Because this is our last game of week 1. Oh man, only 2 weeks left of the DPC. That's actually quite sad how fast this is going through, but that means that we're getting closer to TI. You know, only 1 tour will be left after the next 2 weeks expire. The next 14 days. But we'll see. We'll see what Team Sexy can do in this one. It's definitely all about timing on their side. Nefrit, he gets a couple of aura items. You go forward, you play around Moonlight, get Throsh, you come together, and you destroy everything. That's about it. If you cannot do it later portions of the game, I don't think you have much chances. This Slark is just going to be a big problem, and even the Sniper in this game is an issue in the late game. Even though Sniper can fall off later on in this game in particular, you don't have much to catch him with. If he's not inside of the Ravage, he's out. Still, you are playing against comfort heroes on the other side, and I don't think you have all of your comfort heroes. Malrine, I haven't seen him play a Sniper for a very long time. It was usually him on the Pango, not Vazia, even though he can play it. So in that regard, it is a little bit in favor of Team Sexy, but overall, my expert analysis here is saying Nemiga are winning. And yeah, well, you know, I'm always right? It's 100%... I have a 100% prediction rate. Just kidding, guys. Of course, that's not the case. But what is the case that EGB are going to be showing us what they have in their arsenal before we get ourselves into the third and final game of the series.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And there it is. Game number 3 of Nemiga versus Team Sexy is gonna be starting right now. First game went to Nemiga, second to Team Sexy. Is it gonna be a reverse sweep, or is it gonna be Nemiga taking it? We'll find out in the next half an hour or so. A bit longer than that if the game does drag on. But this should be the most interesting game, I think. Because it's
30 seconds.
even if Nemiga are winning, even if everything is going well, you can still make a mistake with the Slark. So Violent is always going to have to be careful. But this is one of his best heroes. Even in his Sigma YNT days, he was it was pretty big on the Slark. And when I see the Slark, I kind of imagine Violent's name on top of it in Division 2. That's how it is. That's how much he has played it. Glimpse onto so bad. And no significant damage there taken. Clockwork will be fine. In terms of runes, 2 for 2. Avazia did manage to snatch that one from the Zhao 7 Jesu. Nothing you can do about it. Just the faster clicker has won. But of course, one of the wards was taken down there, so that is quite big for the Disruptor. So in terms of is happier with the start, it is gonna be Team Sexy a little bit. This mid lane, Malrine again focused in his monitor. He's gonna be disarmed, then smacked a few times, but Moonlight, he cannot really stand his ground here. The headshots, they do hurt. Oh, nice. Sniper is one of the best laners versus the Huskar. Doesn't get much better than that. Moonlight, he already won against one Sniper in the DPC here so far. Cybercats played it versus the Huskar, so he has shown he knows how to deal with it. Violent, very low already. 9 class, he wants to get a kill. 9 class, the MVP of the previous game. With the Monkey King, we'll see if he can have as much of an impact on the Disruptor. Or anything close would be fine. Glimpse onto the Clockwork. And so bad, he just cannot do enough damage there. Violent has to be careful. Nefrit starts off with the Blightstone. Oh, that's actually quite cool. You reduce the armor of the Slark even further. So Gush plus the Blightstone, that's -6 right off the bat. That's quite big. Vazia does die on the bottom lane. 7 Jesu, that's a solo kill. The Undying wasn't even a part of it. So Vazia makes a mistake, a pretty big one at that. Well, he wasn't expecting the Drow to be so aggressive, but well, 7 Jesu is not playing around. This guy has played in Division 1 so bad, gonna be going down. The right-click potential of these two is quite strong. And Nemiga, I thought they were gonna be doing well in this Lark lane. Well, they are not. 2 melee heroes versus a Disruptor just won't be able to close the gap, and Violent has to keep himself away. He cannot go ham. He cannot take away the stats from the Tide, which means that Nefrit is gonna have the easiest lane of his life. The lane, the only one that's going really well is the mid lane, and even that is not that big of a deal. Oh, if Moonlight dies, it's gonna be a big deal. Malrine doesn't have his any shrapnel points. Might not allow Moonlight here to come back into the lane. See what happens. Yeah, he's not allowing. He's just denying everything. This is usually what the Huskar does to other heroes, but a taste of his own medicine, it will be felt. So at least that is going well for Nemiga. They're gonna have to utilize the Sniper, and he cannot really rotate to the other lanes. You're gonna have to rotate towards him to go well. Violent will remove the Thunder Strike, but Team Sexy are really pressuring forward here, and they even farm some cogs there, getting extra money. You're never gonna say no to that. Seven Jesu is gonna be getting the wand fairly soon, but look at Moonlight. Yeah, okay, this is not what you want. Feels like a Amar Wood Huskar Was it him that played it? I think so. But you don't want to do it with the mid lane Huskar. He has 7 CS compared to the 17 of the sniper. You're just getting those headshots in. Malrine, he played with the Mar in the team. He knows how the Huskar works. And this Huskar doesn't work because fairly soon he's gonna be weaker than the supports in terms of net worth if he doesn't find a solution. And well, I don't see an apparent one at least. Bottom lane, Bazia is struggling, but he's still getting something. The Wraith Band will be delivered, so the extra armor will allow him to play a little bit more aggressively here in the lane until the end is getting closer to losing all of his mana. We'll connect the wave though.
Radiant's
So nicely
middle
done.
tower is under attack.
Scream is doing his best to pull some creeps towards his buddy, and we'll be able to secure 2. Malrine, I'm kind of disappointed he didn't get 1 point in Shrapnel. It would be quite cool for him just to see where Moonlight is when he's hiding in the trees. Oh, one more. Who has to pop the Fairy Fire? That was dangerous. That was dangerous indeed for Moonlight. And Violent continuing to struggle in the top lane. Slark usually does well versus the Tide. Well, with his Blightstone and 9 class playing a good Disruptor game, it's not easy. Ward, they see Moonlight. 1 zap should do the trick. Not any longer. He doesn't have enough HP. We'll see if Hellscream is going to be chasing for that one. But as he is searching for a Huskar kill, who is already destroyed there, his laning buddy will be dying yet again. And Team Sexy continuing to pressure the top lane. I talked about the laning stage and how important it is for Team Sexy to start off well, where they are starting off well with on the side lanes. The problem, of course, is that their frontliner, the one that needs to be soaking up all the damage in this game, is having a bad time. So we'll see how much of an impact that has. I think this is the most fun that the game will be with this kind of a start. I think if the side lanes went well for Nemiga as well, it would be quite one-sided. If the mid lane went well, it would be for Team Sexy, it would be one-sided for the other side. Moonlight does die, gets sniped there by the Clockwork. Assassinate did help a little bit. I can't hear you. Well, better not want to hear him there, Violent, because whenever he comes to the lane, you do suffer. Malrine, he wants this tower dead. No level 6 on the Huskar, so he can't get on top of the sniper. Night vision is there as well, and Malrine, he will continue to poke onto the tower. Moonlight, he has to be careful. He can die yet again if the Clockwork gets close to him. The sniper's damage is not to be underestimated. Malrine will put a ward and just continue to go in. There are those headshots. He turns his back. Doesn't matter. The back of your head is still a target, my friend. Has a Fairy Fire. Look at him. Look at how annoyed he is, but he is gonna be keeping that stoic face. You know, Slark jumps out. Slark dies because the jump out is gonna be countered by 9 class, and yeah, I have that deep back, my friend. Sniper now goes for the tower. He has the range necessary to be able to take it without tower shots coming through. So the mid lane does fall. Once the Clockwork does have his hook shot, this is going to be quite big. They do have good heroes to invade. Moonlight is being targeted by the Assassinate, and he will be fine. Artillery from the 2 Keen Folk guys is not going to be doing much. Moonlight is fine. He's used to this. He knew that the sniper was gonna win against him, so he's gonna be fine. Just kidding. He's probably screaming, just not expressing it. Doesn't want to get his teammates all annoyed. Malrine finds Moonlight. Okay, Fairy Fire not really gonna be helping you. Thank you for spending another 85 gold. And Violent, he's gonna be tipping 9 class. Yeah, good job, my friend. You're killing me, but what's happening with your mid laner? The one that your lineup kind of relies on 9 class. He eats through, or he battles through one of the cogs here. But as soon as you send the Clockwork back, it's pretty much apparent it's not gonna be getting killed. Nice jump out from Violent there, just in time before the kinetic field does form. so much damage. The Slark and the Huskar are really having bad games, especially the Huskar. He isn't even level 6 right now. Maybe he did get it, but definitely didn't skill up the ulti. Fine class. Taking some damage here. Kinetic field. Oh, he thought he was getting killed, so he didn't want to go for return here. So bad. It will be able to survive. Not worthy of a Ravage, it seems like. Moonlight, there's his level 6, of course. Yeah, not skilling up the life breaker, not jumping on anybody. His caps are gonna be blocked. He's gonna be super annoyed. He needs time to come back into the game. Huskar is a pretty fast farmer. The farming potential of Huskar is not to be underestimated if you are low HP. But take everything down. Ainclass does put a ward in his own triangle in a pretty defensive position. Look at Nefrit with Malrine coming over. This could be a kill. He has the Ravage and TPs are coming in. Maybe you've gone a little bit too far. Malrine, the Ravage does come through. And yep, with 7 Jesu coming forward, Malrine, he might kill Nefrit, but he's gonna die. That's a big kill. And Nefrit survives so bad. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. 7 Jesu, double kill, killing spree. And he saves his buddy as well as they clear out their triangle from enemy vision. And Nemiga, well, Malrine, he's used to playing a little bit more mobile of a hero bunch, and Sniper doesn't really fit into that category. So when you're deep, you're committed, you're all in. Work out too well. Moonlight should be able to survive through this ancient camp, get himself some nice farm. Yeah, that's the Huskar for you. He's starting to farm his way back into this game. Of course, it is gonna take a little bit more of a time. With the Drought TPing to the top lane, the Ravage being used, the bottom tower should be taken. They are bringing the Disruptor. No ulti on him just yet. Is level 5. Maybe from some of these creeps, he is gonna be able to get up to his level 6. Top lane so bad, dies again with 7 Jesu. Putting up a rain of arrows. The Clockwork just won't be able to survive. That tower will fall. Bottom tower as well. Rolling Thunder gonna be used. Ainclass, he didn't get his level 6. He's gonna get the Rubik out. The Glimpse was stolen, so they're probably gonna be able to take him back as well. That was the shortest glimpse ever, but it doesn't matter. It still is enough to get them to kill. Slark being silenced up. The multi-shot comes through. Violent will be fine. Doesn't want to pop his ulti. Doesn't need to pop his ulti to live. Denied. But he's gonna be needing some time to come back into this game. He wants a Midas. We saw how it went in the previous game when he got a Midas and Malrine. He understands that he has problems with mobility, so he is gonna be going for the Hurricane Pike. But still, without the Mask of Madness, how are you gonna be killing people? This is not looking good for Nemiga, I have to say it. Moonlight is going to be coming back into the game. He does have his armlet. You get a halberd, and that's a counter for both the Slark and the Sniper. So then you just go forward. Tide maybe has 1 or 2 aura items. And, well, from tower to tower, from Roche to Roche. Of course, this Sniper can always be an issue. Team Sexy, very important for them to hit a timing. This could be the longest game that we have had today. The previous ones were both around 30 minutes. This should last a little bit longer. Vazia, they have the Glimpse, but he has the Rolling Thunder, and he's now going to be going for Ainclass. The kinetic field isn't really going to stop the Pango, so Vazia, he does find himself a kill. Very nicely done. 7 Jesu running away, but look at this. From every side, they're coming in. They're gonna be putting so many bullets into 7 Jesu. He is trying to fight. He's doing his best, but he cannot live. And Nemiga, nice movements coming out from them. Moonlight, have to get away from there. The Clockwork is coming, and Hookshot could easily kill him. There's the stolen Glimpse. Thank you for that. Hookshot comes in, and with a couple of shots, Malrine will get himself another kill. Double kill, 1 on the Drow, 1 of the Huskar. The big boys are dropping like flies. Violent is gonna be very happy with the way this is going. Static Storm will come out, but he does pop his ulti. TP out, going for it. Nefrit, will he Ravage? Yes, he will. And that is a dead Slark. It will cost them 2 ultis. And Ainclass and Violent, they don't really like each other. We'll see who wins in the end. We might see some old chat question marks. That could be fun to see, but for now they're keeping it civil. Doesn't want to give up on that glimpse health screen, but fairly soon he's gonna have to. Level 1 steal doesn't really last that long. I think 180. He's gonna have to get something else. That glimpse did land him some nice kills there on Nemiga for sure. Alreen, he is going to be going for a Mask of Madness. I like this. It really will increase his damage output. I think Mask of Madness, then Silver Edge. Those are going to be the items for a sniper. If the Tide gets a blink, then maybe you want to get a BKB. But if he doesn't, then you're still going to have to be afraid of the glimpse. But if you're the one initiating and having a clockwork, that should be allowed. Then it's quite nice. Nighttime is coming as well, so vision of Nemiga, it's gonna be even bigger now. His last few kills have given them the lead that they were longing for, and look at Malrine and his aggressive positioning. There isn't really much they can do against him. So bad. Hook shot does connect. What was stolen is going to be the DK. Immediately till the end. He does use his ulti. Doesn't matter. He's just that. Oh, nice mech there. Comes out just in time. And the sniper a little bit too deep. Going for a TP out. He's going to be successful. Beautifully done. As soon as he got a glimpse, he knew he had to get away. There was only one way to do it till the end. I can't believe he was actually saved by the mech from the Tide. Comes out just in time. I've seen so many times in this meta a TP into a mech turn everything around. Of course, losing a clockwork close to the enemy tower, forcing out TPs, forcing out the static storm, all of those things. Nemiga are probably happier with the trade, but would have been even happier if that dying did go down. Moonlight is doing his best to come back into the game, but he cannot go for the halberd first. It seems like he has to get a BKB. Just the necessity item versus the sniper. You usually think, yeah, that's physical damage, but his physical headshot damage doesn't work through the BKB, so you have to have it. If you don't, the sniper will be doing a little bit too much in terms of damage. Ravage is back up. Static Storm will be up in 30 seconds. Last time around it killed Violent, but now he's gonna be keeping himself a little bit more safe. He wants the Echo Saber, probably gonna be disassembling it into the Aghanims. Nighttime. Both the sniper and the Slark, they have the extra vision. Vazia, he's been farming for a long time. Oh, we're seeing some lags here coming out. Hopefully everything is okay with the server. The double smoke. So now they're gonna be fast. They're gonna be very quiet. They're gonna be double smoked, and Huskar, well, he's gonna be double dead. Vazia, Rolling Thunder, and just one connection. That's gonna be enough to kill the Huskar, who just can't get back into this game. We talked about how fast he can farm, but their map is pretty slow. Pretty small, and both the 7 Jesu, they go in. And they're gonna decide not to do so, but they will kill the Disruptor. Without the Stack Storm, they can't do much. The Tombstone getting brought down before the Ravage does come out. What a force that from Malrine. He gets himself into a safe position, and the headshots into the back of the head until the end. This time around, the mech will not save you. They lose the clockwork, but they're gonna be getting 3 in return and forcing Team Sexy to be on the bottom lane, the worst possible position for them. The smoke from Nemiga, they might have used 2, which is unfortunate, but it is definitely going to be successful, especially with the Ravage coming through as well. Everything working out for them as their Slark is still farming. The Huskar is still farming. The big difference between the two is that the Slark is not going down. And look at Hellscream, 006. Only one more kill for him to become James Bond. And we know he's a lady killer, so this Drow Ranger, she definitely doesn't want that to happen. Vazia? I was about to say caught, but a Symphony of Fails coming out from 9 class seems to be that without his Monkey King, he's not as strong. Violent, he might want to go for Moonlight. 9 class does lose his life. Violent going for the Huskar. He does have his ulti. Who's gonna win this one? Nobody. They will disperse like command. Decide it's a draw for now, and Moonlight will get himself out. They did lose the Disruptor in the meantime, and look at Malrine. Mask of Madness going for a tower. He doesn't have the biggest damage output, but it has just enough to force out the glyph. So with the next wave, you could go for it. Ravage not up for a minute. So bad. C7 Jesu. Of course he's not going to be going in. No reason to do so. The gem is going to be bought. That is quite huge. They understand the importance of vision in this one on Nemiga.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Malrine is taking that tower down.
Dire's middle tower is under
Bazia
attack.
will help him at doing it. So the tier 2 does fall. Everything looking up for Nemiga. Not a lot of chances for Team Sexy. They have lost all of their timings. This mid lane sniper versus the Huskar worked out so well. And they forced out so many plays around him too. Even though the Pango and the Slark weren't doing that well in their lanes, fairly soon they will be taking over, both of them, their laning counterparts. The Pango is on par with the Drow and the Slark is on par with the Tire Hunter, but when we compare the two mid laners, the difference just way too big. The nighttime will end, so at least something, but now with the gem on Nemiga, there's not gonna be any wards on the map for Team Sexy. They have one good ward there in the river. They might not be found. Very weird spot, but that's about it. They have one in their own jungle, but pretty defensive on their side currently. So bad doesn't want to have the gem on him when he's in a bit of a more aggressive position. He's probably going to give it to a Slark, to a Pango. I guess Slark would be the best one. Smoke from Team Sexy. It's now or never. You have the BKB on the Huskar. You have to make something happen. If you lose a fight now, if you lose it heavily, that could be it for the game, really. They're probably not going to call it just yet, even if it does happen, but it's... I thought this game is going to be going longer, but it seems like Nemiga, they've taken over it completely. Of course, might need a little bit more time to end it. And the late game from Team Sexy not to be underestimated, but against the Slark Sniper with your heroes, also Pango is one of the better heroes versus the Tide. Not easy. Ultra late game, you know, with the double ravage and stuff like that, it can work, but you need more time to get there. And the enemies just have such good vision, so they will not allow much of a... error to come out from their side. As Violent, he hasn't left the top lane. He has been playing PD all this time. Died twice in the early stages of the game. Not so much after that. Fazia, roll up, stops the glimpse. It's not going to be pulling him back, so it's going to be okay.
This will come in handy.
He wants the blink and the halberd as well. I guess now you itemize to deal with the Drow. Halberd is nice versus the Huskar as well, don't get me wrong, but mostly it's for the Drow. The Sniper is going for a BKB. Malrine doesn't want to risk it. I have to say, I thought he was just going to go for the Silver Edge. At least for a Crystalist, then BKB, and then into a Silver Edge, but he decides to take the safe route. Nemiga are not on a timing. At least not currently, you know. Maybe when it's 40 minutes into the game you would want it to end, but at this moment you're not in any kind of a hurry. 3 cores of Nemiga looking to top the network chart on all 3 of them. The map is so small for Team Sexy and they cannot fight. You're gonna be needing a blink on Nefrit if they want to make something happen. Even this BKB on Huskar hasn't given them much. They can't go for a Roche play. Just a little bit too hard. They feel confident enough to just walk into the pit. You're up against the clockwork, so not easy. The rockets, every single one is flying in there. You're gonna wait it out. It's only 6 seconds. And there it is. No more vision. That's some time. And they will go for the Roche. This should be scouted in a couple of seconds once there's a next one. But actually, Roche is falling down pretty fast. It's half HP. Nemiga are not going to be there in time. That was so unfortunate with that first rocket flare. But Vazia coming over. He's going to be glimpsed back. Didn't get to use the roll up in time. And the Aegis will go towards Moonlight. Team Sexy, they get themselves a nice objective going their way. Nemiga could still fight, but then again, they do not have to. Violent, Aghanim Scepter at the ready. Going forwards, he sees Moonlight. Nice Aegis, my friend. Oh, it's out of the static storm. You made a mistake, Violent, you're dead. Moonlight, he is gonna be shot by the sniper. Oh, he makes a mistake. He wasn't paying attention. What? Violent, they, Team Sexy really don't like this guy. I don't know why. He does look like a, stand-up guy. He's very disappointed. Starts biting on his nails. I guess You shouldn't do it, but when you make a mistake like that, you just want someone to suffer, and considering that you're dead in Dota and alone in your chair, well, it's gonna have to be the nails. Moonlight is working towards the halberd. Let's get level 15, so the lifestealer is gonna be there. Static Storm was stolen, so that Violence Death, it was not in vain. Let's see, that's a big spell versus the Tide Hunter, and 9 class, well, he's gonna be the unfortunate one to be caught. Hook shot. Gonna be on the Tide, he gets lifted up. Nice force staff, my friend, and there the Static Storm holds him in place, but he has another one ready. Coming out from the Undying Tombstone onto the high ground. Vazia, I'm not sure you want to be going through this one. He understands this is a dangerous territory and he just rides through it. Malrine has the force staff away. They don't have the glimpse. They will be slowing him down. Not enough to get the kill. Moonlight still running forward. Will decide to get himself away. Violent comes in, jumps out immediately, understands the dangers. He doesn't want to be a part of that fight any longer. Making a mistake once, that's fine. Second time would have been a bit detrimental to his item progression. These halberds are gonna be coming out. Sniper and the Slark, they can't do much about it. Sniper, he doesn't want this gun taken away. He's going for an MKB. Okay, so no Silver Edge. Cool. Interesting approach. He seems to be annoyed by the halberds. Cool. We're not seeing many MKBs being picked up, but they do come out from time to time. Violent. He didn't have the Dark Pact. He had the ulti there. The silence could really kill him. He didn't know what he was up against, but will live. So Halberd now onto the Huskar. It's gonna be done onto the Tide Hunter in no time as well. AC gonna be next, understandably so. The items for the Huskar, it's pretty much apparent what he'll go for after this AC. He'll probably get an Aghanim Scepter, and that's it, right? And then the Satanic is probably your last item if you do get to that point of the game. But the bleeding has stopped, so Team Saxy should be happy with what has happened in the last couple of minutes of this game, because the Nemiga haven't been able to increase their lead. That has allowed the Huskar to actually get himself to a decent amount of farm. Now, you know, the difference between the Sniper and the Huskar, percentage-wise, it's not that big any longer. Of course, Nemiga still in a dominant position, but they're not as happy as they were. Let's go. There's a blink on 9 class. Malrine is gonna be going on to 7 Jesu, forces himself out. The Static Storm will connect. He has a BKB. He actually wants to fight. He's standing his ground. His teammates are coming. Now I have to run. There's gonna be a glimpse. They're going forward. 7 Jesu. He has the BKB as well. Lift him up into the air. Malrine has been found. He's not going anywhere. The glimpse will bring him back and kill him. Not sure what he was thinking. The kinetic field does get stoned. He's gonna trap Moonlight, but he's still moving forward. No walls can stop me. 9 class still chasing for more. Rolling Thunder. 7 Jesu doesn't have his BKB any longer. The blink out. 9 class not gonna be caught. Jump in with a life break. Fazia again just uses his Rolling Thunder to ride through the enemy lines and just get himself away. Not really sure what Malrine was trying to accomplish with that one, especially with the Slark not being present, but it did not work out. The decisions from some of the cores of Nemiga have been a bit questionable. Fazia caught. Can't really die, can he? Pretty weird. Jump out from Vazia. The lane tower finally gonna be taken down. 28 minutes into the game. 9 class is outplaying them. Ever since he got this blink, he has been able to outmaneuver his opponents. He seems to be a very focused individual, but his movements aren't always the greatest. Clark, he did assemble the Echo Saber. We'll see if he'll disassemble it again for the BKB. The goal lead still remains the same, so that will not be reduced, at least not just yet. It's nighttime, but even during that nighttime, they didn't manage to do much. Using the added night vision of the Sniper of the Slark, hasn't been able to land them anymore in terms of in terms of increasing their economy. The Drow has a blink and is gonna be going for a Daedalus, or for now just wants to be content with the Crystallis. We'll see if it's gonna be a Silver Edge or a Daedalus. Violent is level 18. This Midas, you know, it is kicking in. Drops down the gem. Doesn't really want to engage. He's all alone here. Nemiga do disperse themselves a little bit more. Tide Halberd is done. I'm guessing next item is going to be Blink into a Shard. That would make the most sense for him. Violent, you have no BKB. Don't attempt to do it. Don't do it, my friend. The Disruptor will kill you. He's going to keep himself safe. Nice decision making coming out from him. Tide Hunter, Flame Cloak. It's going to allow him to farm a little bit faster. 9 class, he is really hunting for this Slark. Violent. Too much, but to be honest, 9 class is all alone. TP out. Will be successful. I don't think they find him in time. Fine. The tier 3 items are coming through. Mindbreaker for the Drow. Nah, I think he's going to be staying with the Growth Bow. Actually, no. It feels like the Mindbreaker is better. Okay. He has a blink, so maybe he has a point. Entry on the high ground. Nemiga knows that there's a smoke coming their way. They have to be a little bit careful. Lifts himself up in the air. At 9 class, he will bring Hellscream back. They are trying to kill the Undying with the Guardian Greaves and the Soul Rip. He'll be fine. Bazia, every single time, he's just showing off his new wheels to the enemy, and the Rolling Thunder will allow him to get away. It is going to be a 1 kill from a smoke from Team Sexy, so not that big of a deal. And the Undying again lives. He looked very much dead there. But there are heals on the side of Team Sexy, and that is something to always keep in mind. 32 to 35, they're giving the info to the enemies. This is when the Roche will be spawning. Nemiga are going to be happy with that one, but actually that's not true. It's from 30 to 33, basically would be the case. Maybe they're just trying to scare them. Static Storm only connects on Vazia, but so bad he seems to be wanting to get Silent still, with Mallory doing the damage till the end. This time around he's not going to be surviving, and the 2 supports are dead. Violent, he finally finds his opening, walks into the pit. In 40 seconds he'll be alive, but Nemiga, they can't know this. We have the info, they do not. Devin Jesu pulls himself out of danger's way. Moonlight is level 19. He's approaching level 20 on the Huskar. Malrine, the MKB will be done soon. We'll see if he wants to save from buyback. I doubt it. The Drow, Silver Edge, is going to be on the menu this time around. It's not a Daedalus. Breaking the Sniper is nice. Breaking the Slark is nice. Pango, not that important, really. Huskar is gonna be okay with the with just the plate mill, and then he's gonna go for an axe. Okay. But the Sniper, he does have the MKB. If he gets a BKB off, even if you taunt him as a Huskar, you're gonna be losing that fight. I guess not with your BKB. Moonlight, he just walks into the pit. He's not the one under the guise of the smoke. It's so bad on the high ground. You're up against the Sniper. You don't want to be fighting there. But Moonlight does have 30 armor, so this guy is not an easy target. Nemiga, they need a longer fight. If they start dropping heroes fast, it's gonna be a problem. Shard in the Roach Pit as well, but a smoke from Nemiga. They're coming over. They have a BKB on Violent as well. That's a 9-second BKB that the Star can work with. No level 20 just yet. Huskar, same thing on him as well. They're gonna get the stun jumping on him. The damage will be done, but Moonlight pops the BKB, and this is gonna be enough of a thing for Nemiga to decide to get themselves out. The Sniper just doesn't do enough damage into a BKB. It's time to bail out, but they can maybe turn this one around. It's still not nighttime, and Team Sexy, I think it's your time now or never. Wow. Now Daedalus, he's not sure. 7 Jesu, he's just not sure what he wants. Bazia. Okay. 30% Berserker's Blood Regen, and he's going for Naganims. I expected the other talent. But okay, makes sense. Malrine walks into the pit. They're up against the Tide, my friend. This is not easy, but they do have BKBs on their cores. Vazia disarming the Roche, taking away those big claws Not allowing him to attack. 9 class is gonna be knowing what's up. They see the Roche is getting low. They're gonna be needing to get themselves in. Blink Ravage is gonna be coming out. He's gonna connect on so many people. Violent, he pops the BKB. They're going forward. And then Malrine is keeping himself hidden now. Pops the BKB, but he has been disarmed. He can't do much to jump in from Oscar. Not gonna be enough. He gets himself to the high ground in a good position. Violent has found the Drow. 7 Jesu is dead. Without 7 Jesu, now Violent can just go ham. Moonlight is going nowhere. Without his BKB, he is nothing. What a play from Malrine to get to the high ground. He's now surrounded by 2 heroes, but doesn't matter. He's still standing his ground and fighting until the very end. He's healing himself up, and the Glimpse will kill him, but doesn't matter. 9 class, you will pay with your life. You killed 2 of us, but all of you will fall. And the Roche as well, him being so low, Violent will make short work of him. Get the Aegis shard. Not necessary. He's gonna allow Vazio to have it, but he already has the roll up. And it's not something that he necessarily needs, but the concussive grenade on the sniper will be quite big. Probably would have saved his life in that fight, and this is the one that breaks the game completely in favor of Nemiga. They were ahead, not by much. Now, that's not the case any longer. Drow, no damage dealt in that fight. Literally didn't do anything against the Slark. Later portions of the game, it's just too hard and Violent. Look at how many stacks he has stolen. Of course, they're gonna be expiring soon, but not before he does some significant damage to the star. Look at those hits. Look at how much he's hurting the tower. You're not using the glyph. You better do it if you want it to survive. Violent just gets himself out for now. Team Sexy. They're 15k gold behind. They're up against the Slark with an Aegis. It's not looking good. That was a good Ravage, but Violent, he knew it was coming. Dark backed off, and well, the rest is history. Violent, he's gonna have that Aegis for a little bit less than 4 minutes. He wants the Basher next. Kinda would be okay with the Bloodthorn finish. Jump in on Moonlight, he's going forward. The ulti does come out. Silence is not gonna be doing much against him. He did get disarmed, but not gonna be lasting all that long. Violent, BKB, he'll want to reset this one. He still has both of his ultis. He'll use one of them. The Shadow Dance does come out, so he's gonna be fine. Malrine standing his ground, shooting his enemies. He has the BKB, will get himself away. Now he pops it. You went a little bit too far. The Huskar has been disarmed. He's gonna be able to armor toggle through all of it. At the end, will be surviving a little bit longer, but the Tiny's dead without using his Ravage. He doesn't do anything. The stolen kinetic field. You are trapped. You're going nowhere. He's gonna disarm the sniper. Take away his gun, but it doesn't matter. It will come back. He's not gonna let go of it so easy. That concussive grenade will protect him either way. He's gonna be finding the DD. This is a lane of racks for sure. Even if Team Sexy buys back, Violent is still sporting his Aegis. He's gonna have the Shadow Dance in no time, and Vazia uses his ulti just to create a little bit of space. Roll up. He's gonna have to get out. This Drow is not playing around, but Vazia will be quite fine. We've seen this so many times in this game. Him coming in Violent, going for the ulti, finishes that one off. 7 Jesu has been caught. They need to heal him. Bash from the Fango. He thought he was out on the Drow. The tier 4s are gonna protect him, but not gonna be the case. And Malrine is going for the end game with his DD. He might just have enough damage. They have the Guardian Greaves keeping themselves alive. The Tombstone will be played, but immediately get taken down. It's gonna be another 200 gold into the pockets of Malrine and Nemiga. They seem to be winning. This series will put themselves on the top 1 spot on the standings here at the Eastern European DPC Division 2 after week 1. Of course, there's a lot more to play, but starting off this the tour with a 3-0. That's quite nice. Lark disarmed. You cannot push that one off. He's inside of the Depth Shroud. Will be able to survive. Has the BKB, has the Aegis, the Static Zone, gets used. Malrine BKB, 9 class. Yes, I did want the bonus. Malrine is actually TPing out. Doesn't want to stay here for long. And that's going to be a nice decision from him. So bad has the Aghanim Scepter. So the artillery is continuing to fly out. And Sniper now with the Satanic can continue to fight. He doesn't have to go back. Aegis gonna be there for another 2 minutes. Jump in from the Slark, disarmed. Didn't get the ulti off in time, so he won't be able to attack, but it doesn't matter. The stolen Static Zone won't the never. He has to Ravage now or never. Another disarm on the Slark. They're not allowing him to attack. Just like the Warden. The stolen Ravage. That's gonna be big. That's how you use the Ravage, my friend. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Who cares? I still have the Aegis. The Drow Ranger is doing a ton of damage. Fazia dropping low, but he is still alive. Not for long. The DK does finish him off. 7 Jesu. How do you get out of this one? The answer is you do not. The Force Staff just not gonna be used in the right way. They send Melvin back. Doesn't matter. I'm still gonna go for your throne. And they finally call GG. Nothing that they can do to stop the onslaught from Nemiga. They might have been able to equalize the series, but they will not be able to end it in their favor. The Huskar pick, the second Huskar pick did not work out. Sniper just comes out in a perfect time for Malrine, and he crushes this game number 3 here, giving the victory to his team. With that, Nemiga will be ending the week 1 on first spot with a 3-0 score, 6-2 in maps, but they haven't lost a single series. Team Sexy, they're gonna be dropping to spot number 2 with 2 wins and 1 loss. No other team has 2 wins. 4 teams with 1 win, actually 5 teams with 1 win, and Sigma YNT hasn't won a single series. But guys, tomorrow there's gonna be a break here at the Eastern European DPC Division 2, but in 2 days, on April the 13th, that's gonna be Thursday, we're gonna be coming back with more Dota starting from 12 CEST. We'll move into No Sorry versus Navi Jr., and we will end the day right after that one with Moneymakers versus Sigma YNT. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you in 2 days for more Dota here at the Eastern European DPC Division 2.